Welcome to our final game here on JockJive, as it's a Wiregrass Indians versus UBO Mississippi 18. As UBO Mississippi will be the home team, and they will be in their red and gray uniforms with white pants, while Wiregrass Indians will be in their white uniforms with white pants. Wiregrass Indians coming into this game 0-2, as they're looking for their first win and playing here at South Alabama for the first time this weekend. And the first pitch is fouled out of play. And the starting pitcher for UBO Mississippi will be Liam McGee, number 28, as he will get the nod here in this hour and 40-minute game, or 7 complete innings. 4 games in the books. Last night we started the 5th game, and then the weather came in and canceled the remainder of the next 4 to 5 innings. That game, I believe, is getting made up tonight on another playing surface. But tonight, hopefully, we will not have any weather delays and hopefully just cruise through this game without any delays and just finish out day 2 of the Showcase Series. Glad to be with us here on JockJive Sports. Dallas Renzi with you. We apologize for the problems that we had on YouTube earlier. Don't know when it went out, but this is a fly ball down the left field line, and it is caught and left by the left fielder for out number 1. We do not have any positions for UBO Mississippi, but out number 1 is recorded, but we'll take a look at the Indians starting batting order for this one as William Walker flies out to left field. As they'll bring up number 29, Brody Elliott, followed by number 99, Grant Houston, Martin Mitchell, Taylor Bauer, Monty Masters, Brody Birdshaw, Kyler Collins, as this is going to be hit to right, and that's right at the right fielder. 2 gone on 2 pitches as both Walker and Elliott fly out. And 2 are gone here in the top of the first. This brings up Grant Houston. Behind Birdshaw will be Collins, and Bush. 10 hitters for the Wiregrass Indians for today's game against Liam McGee, who also will be batting for UBO Mississippi 18. We'll give you score updates from all the games we've had here at South and also the final games from the other playing surfaces. Faith Academy, they only played 3 games today. They are starting their 3rd game, I believe, as we speak, as that is fouled out play. And that's 1-1 here to Grant Houston, the 3rd baseman. But the Indians trying to end their weekend on a high note with a victory and go 1-2 in 3 games. All teams playing this weekend are guaranteed to play 3 games, as this is a fly ball to left field, right at the left fielder. He'll coast over, and he will leap up and make the catch. 3 up, 3 down for Liam McGee as we head to the bottom of the first. No score. I'll bring up Cooper Morrow as we take a look at the batting order for UBO Mississippi. Ryland Thomas, Cooper Morrow, Landon Franklin, the first 3 hitters, and it'll be Rayleigh Thomas, Bradson Carter, Turner Pugh, Luke Sones, Maddox Mayo, Justin Stottsill, Parker Hilton, number 11, Ian Herring, and then finally Liam McGee. Leadoff signal from Ryland Thomas. Cooper Morrow looking for another base hit here for his team, as that one's going to be fouled off. The Indians out in the field, they will have William Walker and center. Brody Elliott will be catching behind the plate. Grant Houston will be playing at third. Marshall Mitchell will be at short. Taylor Bauer will be at first. Edger will be Monte Masters. Left fielder will be Birdshaw. Second baseman will be Kyle Collins. And then Chase Collins will be the extra hitter, with Matt Bush as an extra hitter. So that one's going to be downstairs. But a beautiful night here at South Mountain to finish off day number 2 of this showcase series. 1 ball and 1 strike, and this is basically the point of the game last night where we had the lightning delay where teams had to come off the field. They were hoping it would just rain for 30 minutes and then they'd get back out there. Well, it just kept lightning, and then the rain started to get harder and harder, and then next thing you know, the official day number 1 comes to its conclusion with 4 complete games and starting the 5th. That game being made up tonight. One ball and 2 strikes. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. Landon Franklin on deck for Mississippi. We saw UBO Mississippi 16 earlier today. See the 18 as this is going to be a fly ball to left field. Left fielder comes in. He'll make the catch for out number 1. And a good grab there by the left fielder, Birdshaw. As Franklin will step in here. We'll run on first with 1 out. And we do not have any positions, like I said earlier, for UBO Mississippi 18. But we do have numbers for them here for this one. As that first pitch connects for a strike at 67 miles per hour. Rayleigh Thomas, number 34, steps onto the on-deck circle. And a very good crowd here tonight for the final game here at South Alabama for day 2. Tomorrow we'll have 4 games on schedule. That pitch is going to be downstairs, and an easy stolen base there for Ryland Thomas. A lot of fans earlier had their tents out and also umbrellas out to cover themselves from the sun, but it's a very cool night here in Mobile. Perfect weather for all 5 games today. No weather delays, and hopefully that continues. They already have the lights out for tonight's game. Stadium lights, I should say. Currently 87 degrees out. Partly cloudy. Rain was expected to come in at 4 o'clock. It has stayed away. We did see lightning about an hour ago, but nothing to where the fans and also the players had to be removed from the stadium. As a 2-1 pitch. It's going to be a fly ball to deep right field. Right coast over, and he'll make the grab. Runner Taz from second. A throw to third is late, and it is going to be an advancement there for Ryland Thomas to third, but out number 2 recorded. As Landon Franklin flies out to right field. And I'll bring up Rayleigh Thomas. So we have the Thomas brothers in this game. Ryland already with a base hit. He's on at third. Now Rayleigh Thomas, number 34, trying to bat him in. Indians talking to their head coach earlier in the game. The Indians with multiple injuries to their pitching staff. So most likely it'll be number 10 as that gets away from the catcher at the swing and miss. And it's 1-0 UBO Mississippi off the wild pitch. We've seen that time and time again today. Teams scoring off wild pitches, runners in scoring position. And it happens again here tonight in a 1-0 lead for UBO Mississippi. Oh, 1 pitch. That's for strike 2. Bradson Carter, 24, on deck. All players have the same jersey besides Luke Soames, number 24, the catcher. He is in his gray uniform. Since this is a scrimmage, it doesn't matter as long as they're able to come away with a good series. So that's fouled off. It's 0-2 here to Rayleigh Thomas. With the bases empty, 2 outs, 1-0 UBO. Wiregrass Indians went down in order to Walker, Elliott, and Houston. They will have Mitchell to lead things off. Hitters 4, 5, and 6 due up. Swung on a miss and a strikeout. We head to the second. UBO takes the lead off a wild pitch. We'll be right back. Top of the second inning, UBO Mississippi with a 1-0 lead after scoring on the wild pitch. That was Rylan Thomas, number 22, scoring. And the first pitch delivered in for a strike from Liam McGee, number 28. As they'll face off against 4, 5, and 6 in the order for the Indians, Mitchell, Bauer, and Masters. Zach connects for a strike and quickly ahead 0-2. Here to Mitchell to start in shortstop for the Wiregrass Indians. They've lost their first 2 games this weekend, and they are looking to come away with a victory here in this one, as that is going to be fouled off from Mitchell. It's Martin Mitchell trying to get the offense going here. It was 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Flyouts from Walker and Elliott, and Houston as well. Pitch downstairs and a good take there to make it 1-2. Behind the plate is number 24, Soames, the catcher. 1-2 pitch. Grounded to the second baseman. Plenty of time, and fires the first on time for out number 1. So Mitchell goes down on a 4-3 ground out, as it'll be Taylor Bauer, the first baseman, stepping in number 2. As McGee has retired the first 4 batters he's faced off here. Small ball advancing the second after tagging up, as that's fouled off from Bauer. Games that are currently going on today. Reminder, there are only 2 fields that are currently being live streamed this weekend here at South Alabama and also at Men's Park. We have Ace Academy Diamond Dogs facing off against UBO East 18 at Matthews Park. As that swung on a miss for strike 2. Dirtbats and Ace Academy Diamond Dogs are facing off on Men's Park. And Mako Baseball 12-15U versus Star 16 at McGill 2-1. As that is ground slow roller to the third baseman. Has to come up for it and throws on the run, and it's on the money for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. The first 5 batters retired from McGee. Started this morning at 9 o'clock, not here at South Alabama, but also over at Men's Park, Matthews Park, and McGill 2-1 with a full dose of games. Men's Park, Pensacola Resort 18U with a 3-1 victory over Mako Baseball 12-17U. We've had some close games today besides the last game. We had 8-4 victory for UBO Mississippi 16. Even though it's a 4-run advantage, all 8 runs scored by UBO Mississippi 16 came in the bottom of the 4th inning to win it. UBO East 16 with a 5-4 victory over Star 16 as that one's downstairs. In our second game, Coast Sports Academy 15U a 3-2 victory over Mako Baseball 12-15U. And then the previous game we had, Sports U 16 with a 7-1 victory against Coastal Sports Academy 14U. They scored their first set, or the only 7 runs of the game for them. 4 in the bottom of the first, 3 in the bottom of the second. Monty Masters, number 32, the extra hitter. Down count 1-2, bases empty with 2 outs. And McGee, as that is going to be swung on and missed, but gets away from the catcher. And that is going to extend the inning as the throw is late. So a 2-out base runner in the first of the game for the Indians. It'll go down as a strikeout for McGee, but he was hoping to go into the bottom of the second, still with this 1-0 lead. As he still has an opportunity to do that, but now has to face off against another batter, and Birdshaw. Second baseman with Masters on at first. And the first pitch to Birdshaw is in for strike number 1, 78 miles per hour from Liam McGee. Oh, 1 pitch. It's going to be a fly ball to left center field, going past the center fielder, and it is over his head. And the Indians are going to tie it up on that extra base hit, and right now he's thinking for 3, and he is in safely. Brody Birdshaw with an RBI triple. With 2 outs, it's 1-1 Indians and UBO. Right over the center fielder. Tough to see from this angle if he made a behind-the-shoulder catch, but a long fly ball goes over the head on the center fielder, and it is 1-1. Tyler Collins, number 3, up next to bat. With a runner on third. And the first pitch will go upstairs for ball 1. Number 8 hitter in the batting order. As that swung on a miss. A strikeout that would have been a 3-3 down inning. Ends up being a runner with 2 outs. And then the extra base hit, which was a triple to left center field, ties it up at 1 apiece. That's the first hit of the game for the Indians. And Brody Birdshaw with a 2-out triple to tie it up, and now the go-ahead run is at third. Two balls and 1 strike. Or strike 2. Walking in at 81. Catches the corner and is even up at 2 apiece. Should be in for a great game today. Here to finish off day number 2 before we head into Championship Sunday. Ground ball to short. And the throw is in time. 40 out. Even though a sliding Cohen's trying to keep the Indian alive and give the Indians a 2-1 lead, we're not up at 1. To the bottom of the second we go. Bottom of the second and a 1-1 tie game. As the first pitch is going to be grounded right back to the pitcher number 10, and he fakes the throw and now will deliver, and still it will be in time. A ground out to Bradson Carter to kick off the inning as Turner Pugh, I believe, number 26 is up next bat, or actually number 12 for UBO Mississippi. And it should be Turner Pugh, number 12, up next to bat with 1 out after a 1-3 putout after the second throw attempt by the pitcher number 10. Well, the first out recorded. Only 1 game so far today has made it to the 6th inning. A couple of games have ended in the 4th inning and the 5th. But mostly the 5th inning so far today. Usually when we talk about getting through the first 3 innings, we talk about the possibility of playing a full 7 innings. And then the pitchers get into a bit of trouble, or also the bullpen as well, where it's innings 3 and 4 determine if we even make it to the 5th inning. 1-1. Two balls and 1 strike here to Turner Pugh with Luke Sones on deck. That connects for a strike, and it's 2-2. Both starting pitchers delivering strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes here on JockJive. And it's going to be lifted into right center field. That's going to be a base hit for Turner. And he's got himself a 1-out single here for Mississippi. And it brings up the catcher, Luke Sones. And the same jersey that we saw earlier with UBO Mississippi. Or actually, UBO East had the same jersey combo. But he's got his gray uniform on. So we can easily tell if he goes to the pitcher's mound or what position he will take up moving forward in this game. Pickoff attempt at first. They do not get him, and Wiregrass is thinking that they had him. Very close play at first. We've seen some really nice pickoffs here this weekend, and almost saw another one where we've been outnumbered 2, but we still await the first pitch of the at-bat here to Sones with Maddox Mayo on deck. As that is swung on and missed, and the bat goes flying next to the on-dead circle. As Mayo tosses his teammate Sones bat to bat. Runner on first here, a nice breeze. As Mattis Mayo will step in with a runner on first. Mississippi trying to regain the lead after a 2-out triple from Brody Birdshaw to knot it up at 1 apiece, all coming with 2 outs. As this first pitch will miss downstairs for ball 1. As number 10 for the Indians in a depleted roster with a lot of injuries and a couple players that are sick going into this matchup. As that misses inside 2-0. Expect him to go pretty much the full distance in the game unless he gets in trouble halfway through this game. But he's out away from sending it to the third in a 1-1 tie. Counts 2-0, hitters count. Here to Mayo. And he swings and misses for strike 1. Tomorrow we start bright and early at 9 o'clock. Right down the middle, the battle back ends 2-2. We will have UBO East 18 versus Wild Factor Catalyst 18. Here at 9 o'clock. As this is going to be a pop-up down the left field line and foul territory. Runner was going and it almost was caught by Grant Houston. Down that left field line, just ran out of room and did not want to interfere with the fence over down the left field line, but it remains 2-2. Matthewsport tomorrow at 9 o'clock. It will be Ace Academy Diamond Dogs versus Coastal Sports Academy 16U. Men's Park will be UBO East 16 and UBO Mississippi 16. We saw Mississippi 16 earlier. I believe 16 as well. Runner goes. The pitch was upstairs and it's going to be a late throw there, so a stolen base. Here with 2 outs. Then next team will be at 1:15. We'll have the 18U championship bracket. Then next game won't be till 1:30 and championship bracket for 18U game 2. So semifinal/championship game as that's fouled out play. And then we'll finish up at 3:45 tomorrow. And the winner of game 1 and winner of game 2 in the championship bracket in 18U. So it'll just be 18U tomorrow here at South Alabama. Popped up, and this will be fouled. Long at bat here for Mattis Mayo with Justin Stockstill, number 2, on deck. Three and 2 here with 2 outs. Time's going to be called here. And they'll fake the pick off at second. Let's have a decent crowd here tonight. Here on a cool Saturday night. The 3-2 pitch is downstairs, and it'll be a walk here with 2 outs. As Justin Stockstill, the left-handed batter, will step in first and second with 2 outs. First pitch, he'll foul it out of play. Parker Helton, number 11, moves to the on-dead circle. as they retrieve a foul ball. Turner Pugh on at second. Maddox Mayo on at first after working a walk with 2 outs. Stottsville battle near 0-1. And that's fouled straight into the dugout, or just off the railing of the dugout of UBO, Mississippi. And it's quickly 0-2. Another foul ball. And it's still 0-2. Started this game close to 6:45, 6:50-ish. About 30 minutes or so have surpassed. Hour and 40-minute game. So we got about an hour and 10 left here in this one. And we'll see if he went, and he did not. Apparently to the infield umpire. And it's still 1-2. Stottsville 1-2. And he grounds another one foul almost into his dugout. All the strikes at this at bat have been foul balls off the bat. Stottsville, who stays alive here with 2 strikes. One and two here. And it's inside for ball 2. Good take there from Stottsville. Turn Pugh, like I said, on second. Maddox Mayo on first. It's our 2-1 in favor of UBO, Mississippi. The only hit for the Indians was the RBI triple with 2 outs. So now the game up at 1 apiece. 2-2 downstairs, and that will release the runners from second and first here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. The 3-2 pitch is hit to left field, and this one's going to drop in for a base hit. They send the runner home, and the throw is not in time. They will not even attempt to throw at third and second. It's an RBI single for Justin Stottsville. What a heck of an at-bat there to give UBO Mississippi the lead. As Parker Helton will come up to bat here after Stottsville with a very long at-bat. Was down count 0-2, came back to make it full, and then singles to left field. And UBO Mississippi takes the 2-1 lead. As this one is a fly ball to deep right field, and Parker Helton is going to hit it off the wall. 1 run comes in the score. Here comes the second as he is digging 3, and he is in safely with a 2-run triple to extend the lead 4-1 as Parker Helton unleashed on that pitch to right field. Largest lead of the game for Mississippi. What a heck of a piece of contact right there to right field for Parker Helton. As Ian Herron, number 16, will step in. All this coming with 2 outs. And the first pitch connects for a strike here to Herring. Justin Stottsville with a single to left field drives in 1 to give Mississippi the lead. And on the very next pitch, Parker Helton flies 1 to right field off the wall, driving in 2. Once shown, the pitch gets away from the catcher, and it'll be an easy advancement and a score for Helton. And it's 5-1 here in the bottom of the second. Four unanswered runs by Mississippi here in the bottom of the second. And it's 1-1 here to Ian Herron. with Liam McGee on deck. Bottom of the batting order, producing offense here for Mississippi. Monchon draws it back, and it's 2-1. Two-one pitch. Swung on a miss for strike two. Two balls and two strikes. And it's outside for ball three. Starting off with Bradson Carter. He's made all the way to Ian Herring. 5-1 lead here for Mississippi. 3-2 downstairs, and it'll be a walk. And this will draw a mound visit from the Indians head coach. And he'll talk things over on the mound. Our infield will come in. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Coming out of the long, extensive meeting there with two head coaches for the Indians. As Liam McGee will step over and run on first with 2 outs. 4 unanswered runs here by Mississippi to regain their second lead of the game. As the first pitch is right down the middle at 76 for strike one. Justin Stotzo with an RBI single. Parker Helton with a 2-run blast to right field, driving in 2 runs off a triple. Runner goes. That pitch is downstairs and no attempt as Ian Herring advances to second on stolen base. Final man, the batting order for UBO Mississippi here in the second. And it's downstairs, and it's 2-1. All of this coming with 2 outs for Mississippi. As this will be a ground ball to short. And the inning finally comes to its conclusion. We head to the third, 5-1 UBO. Top of the third inning, 5-1 UBO Mississippi 18 over Wiregrass Indians. And our final game here at South Alabama today. 9-10-1 due up in the inning for the Indians. Collins, Bush, and Walker. Collins listed as an extra hitter, so is Matt Bush, number 14. The Indians tied up at 1, but they got their work cut out for them offensively. Down by 4, and since we're in the third inning, it seems like we still have plenty of time in this game, but the bottom of the second dragged on, and we got about an hour left in the game. Might be less than an hour, actually. 0-1 pitch is fouled off against the net, and it's 0-2. Pitch is downstairs as Liam McGee, who ground out to shortstop to end the bottom of the second, back in for his third inning of work. On one run, just one base hit, that was off the triple to left center field. And he misses downstairs, and it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Half swing, but fouls it off against the net. It's our 4-1 in favor of Mississippi. And the 2 pitch is fouled off once again. Matt Bush patiently waits on deck after a very long at-bat here for Chase Collins. Bottom of the batting order, trying to get something going, and that is a full count worked here by Collins. 3-2. Yesterday we had an hour and 50-minute games. This one's popped up, and this will go up against the net. Almost went over the screen. Well, like I said, yesterday was an hour and 50-minute games. We got through 4 games and about to start the 5th when the rain came in. Today, just an hour and 40 minutes since we had to start at 10:45 to wait for the field to finally get going today, as that is going to be a walk. And the pitch gets away from the catcher as well. Leadoff walk here for the Indians. Matt Bush will come up with a runner on first with no outs after a conversation between McGee and his catcher, Sones, number 24, in his gray uniform with white pants. As this one is going to be bunted, but it'll be a foul ball. From Matt Bush, a number 10 hitter. Bullpen now getting active right now for the Indians on the right side of the field. So they got number 15. It's like Murphy. Another bunt here, but that's fouled off. This is Brandon Murphy, number 15. Has to be careful here with 2 strikes. And that one misses upstairs, 1-2. Outspeed pitch just missed the zone at 66. One, two. Swung on a miss. Pitch is downstairs. And the throw, did they get a double play? Looked like they were trying to throw it back to first, but they're going to call the strikeout on Matt Bush, and that is going to be out number 1. Runner was trying to get back to first. That was Collins. He is in safely as William Walker and the top of the batting order will get a chance to bat here. And he swings at the first base, grounds it to the first baseman, bobbles it. The only play he's got is at first, and the throw is wild. And now Chase is on his way to third. Walker will stay at first base. Runners on the corners here. Tough play there by the first baseman. That was Rayleigh Thomas. His only play was at first base after he bobbled it. And now William McGee will have a conversation with his coach. And we'll step aside for 30 seconds. Five-1 lead here. With runners on the corners, Indians threatening here against McGee. Bunt shown, but it's upstairs for ball 1. As Brody Elliott, number 29, steps in here. Flew out to left field his first time up. He's got runners on the corners. Chase Collins over at third, and William Walker on at first. As they're reaching off the E3. And it's 1-1 here to Elliott. With Grant Houston on dead, mid 99. Runner goes to second. And they will fake the throw, and an easy stolen base there for Walker. Third and second here, 2-1 count, 1 out. And the 2-1 pitch. Misses outside, 3-1. The Indians have yet to have the bases loaded in this game, and they are a ball away from loading them up for Grant Houston, the bat, with 1 out, down by 4. The 3-1 pitch. Connects as Elliott was on his way to first, but he'll see another pitch at this at-bat. With a couple runners on. The 3-2 pitch is downstairs. Bases loaded. And the number 3 hitter, the third baseman, number 99, Grant Houston. Representing the game-time run here in the third. With the bases loaded, full speed. Needs to do damage here with 1 out. William McGee's first pitch is lifted to left field. That'll be a base hit. 1 run comes around to score. They send the other runner from second, and he will score. A 2-run single for Grant Houston. The throw gets away from the third baseman. No one covering third. And it's 5-3 Mississippi. And on the very first pitch, Grant Houston with a 2-run single. And now he represents a game-time run at first. And we'll see if they're going to use a pinch runner for Houston at first. And William Walker is going to come in for the pitcher. Looks like that'll be Elliott coming out. So Walker comes in at third with 1 out. And here is Martin Mitchell. First pitch in for a strike. Mitchell retired from a ground out his first time up. The 0-1 pitch as he will loft one to right field. That one's going to drop in for a base hit. Walker will easily score Houston the second, and it's 5-4. Back-to-back base hits for Houston and Mitchell, and it's 5-4. Person sitting here, Bauer steps in. First pitch will sail inside. It's 1-0. Game time run in scoring position as the Indians compiling hit after hit against Lee McGee here with 1 out. And that's a foul ball to make it 1-1. And the 1-1. Popped up. Foul territory to the left side and caught right in front of his dugout. It's going to be the third baseman for out number 2. That's a big out here for McGee. It brings up Monty Masters. McGee looking for that final out. 3 hits now for the Indians as that pitch delivered. 4 strike. Brody Birdshaw, who had an RBI triple his last at bat to tie the game up at 1, is on deck. And a big swing and miss there from Masters. And a tied 5-4 game. Looks like Mississippi was going to pull away with a 5-1 lead. But here come the Indians right back. 0-2 pitch. Houston with a big lead as this one's going to be popped up in the shallow right center field. And it's going to be caught by the second baseman to retire the side. Indians cut into the deficit. They scored 3 here in the top of the third. They still trail by 1 to the bottom of the third we go. Our fifth and final game today here at South Alabama. 5-4 Mississippi in the lead. And the first pitch, fly down the left field line. This could be trouble, and it's going to drop in for a fair ball. And he is thinking two, and the throw is late and overshot the shortstop. And it'll be a leadoff double here for the leadoff hitter, Rylan Thomas. He is 2 for 2 with a single and a double here in the bottom of the third inning. Cooper Morrow, number 32, up next to bat. Thomas with his second hit. Cooper Morrow will step in. And the first pitch connects for a strike. Runner trying to get going to third base, but he retreats back to second. The throw not in time. That's number 10 for the Indians back on. Like I said, we do not have a name for the starting pitcher for the Indians. We were not provided that before the game started. But his pitch very well in that first inning. Got in trouble in the second. But he's got some help from his offense to make this a one-run game, as that one misses upstairs and it's 1-1. Indians came so close to tying this game up, but if they're able to get a good outing here from their starting pitcher, they're right back in the game as it'll be fouled off and a chance to tie it in the fourth inning. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. Grounded foul down that right field line. Landon Franklin, number 20, on deck for Mississippi. The 1-2 pitch after the double from Rylan Thomas. And this one skied a mile high in the air. Foul territory over to the right side. Starting to drift back into the field of play, and it's going to be caught. For out number 1 in foul territory by the second baseman. That is Collins, number 3, with the grab. And it's a big out here in the third. As Landon Franklin will step in. That one sails outside. It's 1-0. Pitch. Sails outside with a good block behind the plate. It's 2-0. Rayleigh Thomas, number 34, on deck. The only error in this game has belonged to UBO Mississippi, and that was in the previous inning off an E3, which kept this inning alive and allowed the Indians to get an extra base runner, which eventually came around to score. As this is going to be a base hit to left field, they will send Thomas home, and the throw goes to second, and it is 6-4 off the RBI single from Landon Franklin. So Franklin converts 6-4, and Mississippi has scored at least 1 run in the first 3 innings of this game. 1 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 so far here in the third with 1 out. Thomas steps in here with 1 out. Ground out his first time up. back in that first inning. Set time around here against number 10 for Wiregrass Indians. Grounded foul down the left field line. Oh, 1 the count. Runner fates going, and it's going to be swung on a miss for strike 2. Sits for a lead here. Indians would love a double play to send this one to the 4th, only trailing by 2. And it's downstairs 1-2. One and two. Fouled off. I'd say we started this game close to 6:45, 6:50-ish, and it's about to be 8 o'clock here at the ballpark. So we're very close to coming in to a conclusion of day 2. We'll be bright and early tomorrow at 9. Unless we have rain move the start of the final pool game that we have, and then we will have 3 straight championship games, semifinals, and then leading up to the championship games. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And it's upstairs 2-2. Two and two. Sky 2, deep center field. And now be caught by William Walker for out number 2. Brings in number 24, Braxton Carter, in his red uniform. Luke Sones has number 24 as well, but he is in gray. And it looks like we have a visit on the mound. We'll step aside for 30. Here in the bottom of the third for our first pitching change. Runner takes off. The throw to second, not in time, and actually on top of the helmet of Landon Franklin after stealing second. New pitcher on the mound for the Indians. It'll be number 22, William Walker, the center fielder, going into the pitcher's mound, trying to keep this game a 6-4 advantage for UBO Mississippi, as he replaces number 10 after going almost 3 complete innings. Count is 0-1 after strike call. This one's popped up, and this will go out of play. And it's 0-2 very quickly here to Bradson Carter, number 24. Like I said earlier, we have 2 number 24s on this roster. One with a red jersey, that's Carter. And Luke Stones, number 24, with a gray jersey. That's in, and that's strike 3. William Walker faces one batter and gets a strikeout. We head to the fourth, 6-4. New pitcher for UBO Mississippi, it will be number 11, Parker Helton, on the mound, as he will take responsibilities on the mound after 3 complete innings from Liam McGee, who got in trouble in that top of the third inning, giving up 3 runs. It's a 6-4 advantage. The Indians trying to mount a comeback here against Mississippi. Zach can for a strike, and it's 1-1. As it will be hitters 7, 8, 9. Birchall, Collins, and Collins. They'll lead things off. That one misses, and it's 2-1. Elton already doing damage with his bat with a 2-run triple to right field. And he connects there, 2-2, 79 miles per hour on the last pitch. This is about the time where it's either the 4th or 5th inning the game will end, unless we go to the 6th. Still plenty of time left, as this is fouled out play. Currently 8:08, and usually games end around 8:20ish. So we got about 12 to 15 minutes left. That's in for strike 3 as Birdshaw caught looking for out number 1. As it brings up number 3, Tyler Collins. Struck out his first time up. But glad to be with us here on JockJive. It's been a great day of baseball for day number 2. You can watch all the previous games on our on-demand page and also follow us on social media. In case we have any weather tonight that postpone the start of the pool game tomorrow and semifinal games, if we have weather in the area. Last showcase I did was in West Florida on the championship Sunday. We got through the first semifinal game, about to start the second, then the rain came and then officially ended the remainder of the showcase series at West Florida. One and one. That's upstairs 2-1. Here to Collins with number 17, Chase Collins on deck. Came around to score his last at-bat. Trying to make sure every single Indian gets an at-bat. Okay, that's for strike 2-2. Helton dealing strikes here in his first inning of work. And the 2-2 pitch is in for strike 3. Bat-to-bat strikeouts for Parker Helton. 2 up, 2 down. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning, our first since the top of the first inning. And now Chase Collins will step in here against Helton, who struck out the first 2 batters he's faced off against. That misses downstairs for ball 1. Matt Bush, number 14, moves to the on-deck circle. 10 hitters listed. Brandon Murphy was warming in the bullpen earlier. This is going to be a ground ball to first, and it's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Parker Helton. As we head to the bottom of the 4th here on JockJive. Sits forward. Walker faced 1 batter, struck him out. And the first pitch popped up foul territory to the right side, and it's going to drop in as a foul ball and start 0-1. Walker struck out Thomas Braxton Carter, as it will be number 12, Turner Pugh, with Luke Sones and Mads Mayo. Turner Pugh with a single his first at-bat back in the second inning. So that time around the batting order, even though Mississippi generated 5 runs, it's only the second time in this batting order has faced off here against the pitching staff for the Indians. And it's 1-1. with time dwindling down here on JockJive and also in this game. As this is fouled off. Yeah, the bat's in, it's 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Skips in the dirt, 2-2. Hughes single came into right center field his first time up. And it's outside. 3-2. And that was going to be ball four anyway, but Pugh will take first. And Holtz at first, make sure that catcher gets there in time. The leadoff walk here for Mississippi. And that will bring up Luke Sones, number 24, the other number 24 with his gray jersey. Pickoff attempt at first from Walker, not in time. A walk and a strikeout for Walker on his first two batters face, since coming in to replace number 10 for the Wiregrass Indians. That one misses outside. It's 1-0. That's one on a miss there from Sones. And the 1-1's down. And it's 2-1. Two-one pitch downstairs. Gets away from the catcher, and it's going to be an easy stolen base there. Three-one pitch. Going to be swung on a miss for strike two. Full count with a runner on at second. Looking forward to some insurance runs for Mississippi. Most likely Wiregrass Indians will have one last at bat in the top of the fifth. Chopper, batter, or the runner trying to stay away from the ball, and a nice scoop at first for out number one. Productive at bat there from Sones, as this will bring up Maddox Mayo, who wants his first plate appearance. It's one on a miss for strike one. Downstairs for a ball, and it's 1-1. And he will hit a ground ball to second. This will score the run. And it is 7-4. UBO Mississippi off the RBI ground out from Maddox. Good productive at bat. Playing small ball here for Mississippi to get an insurance run to make it a 3-run advantage. As it brings in Justin Stockstill, who had a very long at bat. His first plate appearance with an RBI single to left field. We'll battle here. The first one sails upstairs for ball one. That one misses downstairs, so we got about 10 minutes left in this game. And Wiregrass hoping to get this final out as quick as possible so they can have a couple at bats before the night is over. Most likely we'll end this game in the fifth inning. As that's fouled and it's 2-1. Parker Helton on deck had a 2-run triple to right field off the wall. One of the longest hit ball so far this weekend here at South Alabama. 2-1. And it's behind the batter, and it's 3-1. Three balls and one strike. Upstairs. And it's a walk here with 2 outs. And brings up Parker Helton. Left-hand batter wasted no time on his first plate appearance, driving one to right field. And he wasted no time here, pops it up, out territory, and it'll go into the dugout. Could have had a chance for the out. It'll be strike number 1 by Helton, aggressive on the very first pitch. Walker with pitch off 10th at first. Well, just 1 run since coming in for the starting pitcher number. One shown, pitcher's going to go downstairs. Strike 2. Delivered at 78 miles per hour from Walker. And the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. One and 2 here with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch is outside, 2-2. Runner goes, pitch inside, and no throw from the catcher. It'll be an easy stolen base. Pull down here with 2 outs. Grounded to the shortstop. Throw to first. And safe at first base. Runners will be on the corners here with 2 outs. Great hustle there from Parker Helton. And now Ian Herron will get his second plate appearance with runners on corners with 2 outs. As the clock continues to dwindle down. And first and third signal coming from the catcher. Most likely we'll see Parker Helton take off for second here on the very first pitch from Walker. And there he goes. Pitch downstairs and no throw made. And make sure the runner from third doesn't score. Second and third here with 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch, third and second here. 1 base hit can put this game out of reach.